Last night, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. I'm back, baby! Our account is alive! So as I said before, whatever happens in trading, if you know what to do, you will always recover it. But the best part of it all, $500 flipped to around $4,200 in a plus minus of 1, 2, 3, 4 days. And that's what it all took. And the best part of it all, every single trade, every single zone was set out, mapped out with ultra precision. So to all the newcomers out there, this is Mr. Cloud. I aspire to be the #1 YouTuber in Forex just because I can. And just so you know, I entered the world after I've made my money, and hence I just want to become famous. So let's begin the class for today. So then, welcome to this very video that I love to be doing, simply because this is what makes me live, and that is how to full margin efficiently with ultra precision, guaranteed to bring you massive results. Meaning, if you do it 10 times, 7 times will win, 3 times you might lose, but the wins are way quadruple bigger. So the live trade went on for about 2 to 3 hours. We covered up a lot of topics, and I broke down the session into 2. The first session was all about the spirituality, the personal money management, the tips and tricks, the psychology behind the full margin, etc, etc. And then the second half was the full-on analysis. So the second part, I'll play out the whole video, so make sure to watch, because every single line that is on the chart responded with a minimum 40 to 100 pips. So if you can't use your brain to watch how the legendary Mr. Cloud fucking maps out his zones, get the best of the best entries, flipping 500 to 4,200 in a few days, you must be crazy. This is done for free, motherfuckers. Share the video, make me famous. So back to the point. Before we begin the live trade, as usual, I am Mr. Cloud. I speak with only data and facts, as it helps us to make better decisions in life. So, in this live trade, we had around 900 plus 1,000 people. And from there, I asked 2 important polls that I feel you guys need to know. The first one was, I asked, how many of you out here have able to flip your account more than 50% in your lifetime? Look what the answers are. Disappointing, isn't it? But nevertheless, that is a result of lack of knowledge. But in the future, we of course opt to increase the win rate ratios of your flips. But before we progress into the other aspect, I asked them another question which I think you should know. In the whole trading society that we are in right now, how many can trade their own 40 pips? Almost 99%. So from there, I have made in my whole life in becoming whatever you want me to become. A signal provider, a live trader, a sifu, a guru, a mentor. I'm not even sure what I am. But across all these years, my most consistent preach is, if you want to full margin, using my engulfing strategy, 40 pips is the answer, and it has blessed many with their rewards, and you will see why. So this is whereby, to sum up these 2 data that we have gotten, everyone today here now, before they enter this session of YouTube, this live trade segment, everyone here is trying to achieve something they have never done before. And now they are trying to achieve it in a way, in a structured manner, whereby I'm teaching you step by step how do I do it, real life in front of 1,000 people. And hence I hope you guys can then enjoy this video later on. Because if you can really understand and take a grasp of what I was babbling about in this live trade, you will see you will be able to obtain your own fucking results that are similar to mine. And in the future, you will see 500 to 5,000 can be done in 7 to 8 days. In what? 2 to 3 trades. $550 can flip to $500, $600 in how many trades? 2 to 3 trades. Do you do it often? No. Rule number 2 that I was saying in this live trade in the earlier segment was, do not follow me one-to-one. And I repeat again, do not follow me one-to-one. Simply because many of you do not TP at 40 to 50 pips. Because why? You always are accustomed to seeing me swing 100 to 100 pips. But you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, the difference, firstly, between the hours of your hours and my hours. 7 to 8 years of trading will result approximately around 6 million to 7 million minutes. Comparing it to yours, you are like a what? A dust in thin air. So therefore, do not try to share the same risk as me. Do it slowly, progressively across time. But you might not understand what the fuck am I trying to say. But this is where I want you to use an analogy for you to understand. Imagine this. Imagine Mr. Cloud, not this guy you're looking at. He is this hunk. AJ, choose a hunk, cue in some music. Visualize this. He is walking, he is standing with such power and confidence. He has gone through across the world with millions of ladies. Will you think this guy would get a heartbreak if a girl rejects him and says no to him and denies him of his own desires? He won't. Because why? He's a gangster. He has been living life playing with thousands of girls. Hence, not one girl can break him down. But let's shift the mirror and understand where you guys stand in this picture of time and experience. I'm not trying to use a guy-girl reference here and there. Let's not blast it out of the topic. It is just for fun's sake. Back to the point. I want you guys to visualize how you look. Let me visualize it for you. Warp this video into like magic. 90% of you out there are virgins trying to meet your first lover. How do you look like? Look at this. This is you. Do not get yourself into a heartbreak. I believe if you try to achieve for that one girl, AJ, show them that one girl that they want, while them looking like this.
You look like a future pedophile in this picture, number 1. Number 2, it doesn't even have a first name. It just says McLovin.
90%, you will be so disheartened and broken, you will never want to be with the girl again. And that's how trading is as well. 90% of you try to become something you are not able to become, and the market won't even respond and respect you back, and hence you leave the market because it was a bad and traumatic experience. So my fellow gentlemen, full margin is never a thing to be practiced, but it is something to be honed and sharpened as a skill. Hence, keep the deposit small because the goal is to keep the winnings big. That is rule number 2. Okay, last but not least, I think this is the most important segment throughout the first segment of this whole live trade that went on for hours, was simply one. The layering strategy that you should take into consideration, because what I see a lot of newbies do, correct me if I'm wrong, agree with me if I'm right. You guys do not like the idea of having multiple layers that is layered across a very small lot. For example, 0.01, but you spam it 20 layers, which is equivalent to 0.2. Most of you out there likes to just put pump 0.2, pump 1, 2.00, pump 5 lots. Why? Because you see all these fucking YouTubers that scamming bitches TPing at 4-5 pips. I've seen YouTubers doing live trades to TP at 15 pips, but then putting 20-50 lots. Bitch, what are you trying to do? No. This is fucked up. The right way to do it is, I want you guys to all have a smooth experience. So now let's go on and look at these visuals. The one you see on the left side is a person who does safe layering, and the one you see on this right side is a motherfucker that is excited to this live trade and then is ready to enter big. That's why he is big. So now imagine if the live trade went on and this is you when the results are happening. Cue in some visuals. Ha! Agree? That's you, right? Woo! Mr. Cloud, my account is out of control. It's out of control. What do I do? I'm stuck. That is you. So please be that gentle lady on the side, enjoying the highs and the lows, and then exiting the ride safely. Don't be the guy stuck in halfway. He could have even died in the middle. So that is why a majority of you fail in attempting full margins. Even so, you are supposed to use all the margins. You does not mean you must use it all at once. So now we shall begin the class at once. So let's begin, my friends. Number one, we have begun this week on a beautiful Monday, and we are placed at a very critical level simply because last week it broke the weekly engulfing cell and it did a continuous breakout up to 1771 and dropped 200 pips today, and now it is consolidating. But if you are looking at this, the weekly candle is looking very bullish based off the breakout last week. So for it to drop, it could, but maybe it can take time because pressure of the bullish momentum is still there. But as full margin traders, I don't give a shit where it wants to go. Someone can say it can fly to 2000 even. Because my objective is to get the 40-60 pips clean if possible. So in order to achieve that safely, I just shall stick to my zones and my risk to reward ratios. So I always begin with the weekly perspective because it allows me to help filter the best of the best H4s. So this is the first weekly engulfing cell. Potential sellers live inside of here. But nevertheless, there is always other zones in the left side that you can take note of. So knowing that fact, I will take a whole zoom out perspective and understand where are we truly right now. So based off this, the whole region of this area was the 3-year previous support that was broken. From where to where? This is the previous 3-year support. Okay, my friends? So gold has now broke that, and hence it should be on a sell trend. So the trend is sell, but the retracement will always be there. So now we have classified that this drop and wave is a weekly and monthly movement kind of deal. So whatever that can stop it must be from the weekly or monthly zones. You guys understand? So I will then segregate my time into what I should call the present, the past, and the historical past. Because we are in tough waters. The tsunami, we are trying to surf a tsunami, man. We have to be more lucrative and creative in obtaining our data. So segmenting the period, then I shall get an average price that the market would like to trade in based off the zones that I am in. So I will then first focus in this area. So in this area, as you guys can see, there are two prominent locations for a setup. Engulfing buy that was broken, forming an engulfing cell, and it dropped 1000 pips, 1200 pips. So in this segment, this is the area, the price area that I want to be looking at. Because not only that, in this price area, it formed another price in here. How and why do we know this? Simply because we just have to do what we saw. The weekly close as bullish. I cannot say we can sell to the ground, to the earth now without understanding that the sell is coming, my bitch. Kind of shit. It needs to go into somewhere first. So now in this area, I have to work in these two areas first. So this is a tough job. Full margin is a commando squad. That's why they call me Commando Dika back in the day. Every night we go to war together because they get my perspective of things. Oh shit, I can't even scroll back there. The fuck? Okay, never mind. Then I'll just play on daily. So in this daily area, the zone is big. from where we are right now to the maximum height of the zone is what? Another 860 pips, correct? So that is a bit too far-fetched. My eyes, I just need to find something maybe 150 pips from where I am now and 150 pips below from where I am now, correct? That should be like a place you can definitely secure 20 to 40 pips. You don't have to be like that guy that said it will go to 1795. Correct, my bro, but is it tonight? Don't talk about the big dreams when we don't understand the baby steps to reach the steps. So now, I put first a line, a meter, to stop at 150 pips up. So I put a horizontal line. And then I put a 150 pips down from this area. Because this is full margin strategy. 150 pips is the average movement that gold will do. Okay, so now I have two areas. 1783.86, 1751.49 without any filters yet. So that's why you see it could shoot up just now here. Simply because that is how the behavior is. Hence, let's get back to the point. So now, as a trader, we know we have to work now somewhere around this line and somewhere around this line. Agree? To get the 20 pips. So we don't have to go that far even. We can play now in here because most of the price levels are all in the same zone. But because we have put the constraint of 150 pips up and down as our metric for the day, we then just focus on the near future first. So now, with that clarity, we have this area to be sussing out what's happening in here. Correct? For the sell. For the buy, it will somewhere be here. Correct? And this is the daily perspective. We will still filter and filter and filter. So now I will dive deep. From daily, I like to use H1 to spot on what the fuck is going here. I need to find some structure in H1. That's the combo, daily and H1. So I go into H1. Oh, fuck you, bitch. I cannot go into H1. It's okay, I go into H4 first. So in this area is my point of attention to sell. From where? 1767 all the way 1807. But let's talk about what we see here. Number one, we saw that this is an engulfing buy, correct? An engulfing buy indicates that this zone is a zone of demand, whereby buyers can potentially hold the price and push the price up. But at a certain time, at this very particular vertical line, in the 12th August of 2022, gold broke this support. And at the very instant it broke this demand area, the sellers or the supply starts to flow in. And with that being said, beautifully it formed itself with almost a perfect engulfing buy meets engulfing sell meets engulfing sell. So it has locked a continuation of a H4 sell that caused the H4 to drop how far with no retracement here? Fucking 950 pips. So this is the point it happened and it hasn't retraced yet, my bitch. So tonight, to my fellow snipers, we are going to take a shot at this price zone. 1774.71 all the way up to 1783.41. But we have to filter more in here. So what do? We try to go to H1. Okay, in H1, what can we find? Engulfing sell meets engulfing sell meets engulfing sell. So there are two zones in this zone. So it's like inception. You have to go deeper and deeper. So the first critical zone will be at this engulfing sell meets engulfing sell meets engulfing sell. 1, 2, and 3. So where do we want to take the shot? Where all the points overlap. the critical price. 1780, 1782. Understand? And the stop out would be around 15 pips above 178. 15 pips, 1783.9, around here. That is zone 1. So if I delete it all, you will get this clean as price level. But we know it was from 1774 the zone, correct? So that is an engulfing buy fail over here that has yet to fulfill its second B. It's done this A, B, there's no C yet. So maybe in the future when it comes, it can do a C in here. So the stop out for this is also the same, around 20 pips. So the entry point would be after M1 confirmation happens around 1776.51. The stop out will be around 1778. Because full margin, we cannot float. It's different. It's stressful. Poof. So do you see, even to just get that fucking price point, we have to go in-depth diving. And do you think you guys can do it simply by yourself? At the period where you are stressed, you are suffering a loss, your wife is screaming in your face because you lost some money, your mom's fucking you up, and then you have to analyze the market and make a stressful decision, and you might even be placed with more stress. No, you need to be with people like me. Those who can clear out emotions from reality and just become a machine. So now we know. Full margin traders, we have 2 spots for the night. We shall wait at where? 1774.56 up to 1776.51 or 1780 up to 1783 with a 15 pips cut to both. Understand me? For the full margin buy, on the other hand, if we were on the Zoom in the evening, we would have gotten potentially the buy. Because based off the theory, 150 pips down, we got the line here. If we were to draw, we would get a key level somewhere around here. And hence the logic behind this. We would have taken the risk like I've explained over here. But we miss this one, correct? So if you were to blow your money in full margin, you need to be at the next zone. Where's the next zone? In the blue zone here. We have mentioned that the next critical buy would be anywhere around 1734 up to 1751. But the 1751 is no longer valid because it has already rejected there just now. So meaning it might take the lower region of like what I've mentioned. If it were to sell, it could sell to 1747, 1743. Beautifully then in this engulfing buy, hidden engulfing fail area, even better. So I will wait for the first buy to happen somewhere around 1744 up to 1745.79. This area, very sharp. You want to play zero float, this is how you do it. It breaks 10 pips, you cut. But the stress level, I assure you, you can get a heart attack. But nevertheless, let's get on to it. $100, split $20 and full margin every $20 is a good idea. Yes. Which broker you're using for 1000 leverage? So for 1000 to 2000 leverage, I use Vestrado. If you are interested, just text me and I will share the link to it. But I do not condone full margin to those who can't afford it. You guys get me? So now it's a Monday. We have to wait in these 2 key level zones. 1774.6, 1776.5. Or 1780.9 up to 1783.9. Because it is still stuck in the sideway. It has cleared out the 200 pips movement down and 200 pips movement up. So today it has moved around 350 to 400 pips. So it's about done. Once it reaches up here, it will fulfill a 180 pips movement. So that's when I say the market will resume. Whenever bullshit movement happen throughout the market, you will always see a consolidation happening again. And to understand the level of how I understand this, you have to start back from basic. So let's dive deep into currencies and see how you can do it. So head on over to Mr. Cloud at YouTube right now. Spend these 20-30 minutes. I might give back the link to the Zoom to do live trade. Because gold is still not moving yet. So kababoom, go, go, go. I will end the live first. See you guys again in a bit. Enjoy that video first because it will take maybe another 45 minutes for gold to arrive at our zone, okay? Bye bye and enjoy. A lot of efforts was done. Please put the nicest comments and please tell AJ, our videographer, what can he improve on next so that the world can witness the best of the best education, baby. Go to my YouTube channel now. And the best comment will get $100, baby. Let's go. Bye bye. Okay, so now you guys have watched a bit of the whole analysis and how the initial zones were gotten. But that's not the hard part of a trader. Any motherfucker in this world could draw it, bitch. How did we attempt the setups? How did we identify the sells and the sells and the sells? Just right after our live ended on Zoom on Friday night, we marked out all the full margin sell, and on Monday it opened with an insane gap. Boom! 100 pips. That's where most of us took our profits first. And then on Tuesday, what I did on Monday night was I sent out a message to the group saying like blah blah blah, something about 1774 or some shit to sell. Put a line there. Went to sleep. Woke up. Boom, baby. Oh, touch the live trade line. Drop 40 pips. And hey, everyone made money again. 100 pips. And then on Wednesday, it came again to our 1783 level that was mapped out on the gold analysis. Kapow! Another 100 pips. Do you guys see the power of this bullshit? So that's how we do and make our money. 10, 20, 30 pips SL, but all whacking through the charts like crazy bitches. And that was only Wednesday. And then on Thursday, that's when it all happened. Look at this. Zoom it in, AJ. M5 sell setup 1782, 1783.52. Stop loss level 1784, 20-30 pips. Kaboom, baby! It dropped 300 pips. 500% done. Not even the craziest full margin. So all the shit that has been done has been said on Friday. And you guys were all just witnessing every day. Money coming in, money coming in. But, of course, there are bad days, baby. Watch the Formula 1 video. There are bad days. But we celebrate the good days just as much as we celebrate the bad days. This is what living in the clouds do, baby. You don't just celebrate during your wins and then you fucking give up during your losses. That's bullshit. So I hope you enjoyed this. No other traders do this. No one live trades real account in front of the public. Updates it every day and then have a very successful result at the end of the day, and then doing it consistently for 3 years, and then doing this job as a trader for 7-8 years. Now I'm bored, so please help me, push me out onto this world. I just want to see what the skies are for, the Cloud Society members. I just want to see who I can beat, who I can achieve, who I can become at the end of my days, because I think I'm just blessed with a lot of knowledge in the trading segment of things. Hence, why not share it for free? Make sure to follow me on Instagram so that you guys can drop me a DM and then we can connect from there, as I want to also become #1 in Instagram. So, bye-bye.